Hello, my name is Charlie Redding and I run Efficient Portfolio. In this video I want to take a couple of minutes just to explain what a lifetime cash flow forecast is and how to interpret it when you receive your efficient financial plan. So in a lifetime cash flow forecast, which is designed to give you real clarity on what your future is going to look like financially, there's two key charts that I want you to focus on. Now in your plan we may use other charts as well, but we will almost always refer to these two key charts. And the first one is what we call the cash flow. So the cash flow chart is all about your income versus your expenditure in each of the years left of your life. So you will see that there is a black line that runs through the chart here. This is your expenditure. These blue blocks here are your income for each year during your lifetime. So it's important that you understand that the cash flow is showing you if you've got sufficient income for each year of your life. If the second chart is looking at your liquid assets, so the first one is all about your income versus your expenditure, the second chart is showing you what's happening in the background to the value of your investments and your savings and your pensions. So in this chart you will see that you have different colours of blocks for different assets types, but you can see whether the value of your investments is rising or falling over different stages of your life. I want to show you a couple of different examples so that you can get a feel for what you're interpreting from the lifetime cash flow forecast. So in this example you can see the person on the left has got more income than they need during their working life, but during their retirement they have insufficient income. The red blocks are highlighting the fact that they don't have enough income for those years. Whereas in this cash flow chart you can see that his expenditure is gradually falling as he gets closer to retirement, and he does have sufficient income to meet his expenditure throughout retirement. If we look at a couple of examples of the liquid assets chart, we can see here on the left we have somebody whose liquid assets are staying pretty constant during their working life and then falling quickly in retirement. And somebody here that has assets that are growing and growing and growing throughout their working life. So they could be spending more or giving away more if they're concerned about inheritance tax. A couple of things to look out for in your lifetime cash flow forecast. The first is that the more detail we understand about what's important to you in the future, the more we can start to flex your income, particularly at and around retirement, to really deliver the income that's useful to you to live out the life of your dreams. So you might see some funny peaks and spikes if we've been able to build in some of your key dreams that you want to build to live out in retirement. You may also see different charts within your plan that highlight different strategies. So for example, on the left here, we've got somebody spending their pension, which is in brown, but keeping their investments rising. As opposed to this one, where we've got their pension remaining untouched as long as possible, and they're spending their investments. By managing these investments in different ways like this, we can manage the amount of tax you pay and keep it to a minimum. So we will use this tool to highlight strategies that you can use to maximise the money that you've saved. So that is a lifetime cash flow forecast explained. I hope that gives you more clarity on your future.